Good day and welcome to Lifestyle Show. My name is Satama Fukati and today I'm chilling with Thapelo Amad, an MMC for Community Development in the city of Joburg and a member of Jamal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Thapelo Amad. What do I say? Do I say Ola Eita what?
Ola Eita, Lekai, Assalamu alaikum.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Ahmad.
Should I say Alhamdulillah?
Yeah, that's why I was saying Ahmad. I was trying to say that.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah means praise be to Allah.
Let's do it again.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
I'm even saying it better than you.
You're saying it better than me. Yeah.
Guys, let's do a competition. Let's do a test. Say it and I say it.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Yes, I won it. How are you, my brother? Good, good.
Good. Thank you so much.
Yo, one of the youngest politicians around.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Would you have made it if you were with the ANC?
I hope so, yes. I would have.
You would have?
Yeah, I would
But
have.
before the politics, let's talk about who Thapelo is. You were born in and bred in Soweto, right?
Yes.
Yes, please tell us who Thapelo is.
Born and bred in Soweto, of course, Bara, most of us.
Yeah.
I live in Protea South, your neighbor.
Yes.
We used to pass code 999.
Yeah, just walking down the street.
Yeah, so I was there in Elsingit.
Ha!
That's my primary school.
Yo,
Yeah.
Check the goosebumps.
Yeah. So
when I
say
like,
we used to pass 999.
Yes, like,
yeah.
Like Helsinki is meters away
Just
from my
here,
house.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's where I went to primary school.
Oh, no wonder you're so sharp. Ne?
I cannot what I say.
Yeah, that's why I can see you, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we grew up there. I think and believe amongst the people that we aspired to be and looked upon, you are amongst those people.
Yes, no, thank you.
Yeah,
and Tatenkuna as well. You know, people seen Tatenkuna owning over 30% of Kaizer Chiefs, and I always say, he was my neighbor.
He was just there.
You know, he owns the Mangalani.
Yeah, BP, you know.
He owns like the whole Giyani, basically. I mean, those malls in Giyani, it's him.
It's him, yes, correct.
And now he owns over 30% of Kaizer Chiefs.
Kaizer Chiefs, yes.
Amazing,
It's humble beginnings, where we started, all of us, you know, being in the township, Kokasi, understanding circumstances. You only have yourself to change your circumstances.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever change your circumstances in life. And we also look upon those who have walked the path. I remember, I think you were owning a Z4 coupe, Z3 coupe at the time.
Yeah, M coupe.
M coupe, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people want that car even today. I wish I didn't sell it.
Is it?
But I had money then, so money disappeared. I had to sell it to get the money.
I thought you were going to give it to me, actually.
It's good.
I wanted to put it in my collections.
Yeah.
As the first car that yeah. So that's how we grew up. Mapetla High. And then after Mapetla High, I went to KZN college. I did Islamic theology. I studied Islam.
I wanted to ask you about that. Hence, I wanted to start where you grew up, how you grew up.
Yes.
Is Islamic science or something like that, right?
It's Islamic science, yes.
Why?
It's humanities. So you can never separate religion from humanities. So, but obviously you would want to be unique in nature if you want to do something. I think there's one track that I like, not Don't Call Me Kafir. That one is one of the tracks that I like.
Maybe? Yes.
Yeah, so there's one track, I think Kanye West.
Yes.
He says, everything I'm not made me everything I am.
Wow.
So sometimes you just need to identify a niche as a person, irrespective of your circumstances and the social construct. You just need to identify your person as an individual, as a unique person. And in a way, you revolt against the system. I think that's the message you were sending
Yeah.
back in the days.
Yes, because you see the system doing wrong things,
Yes.
and you have that edge, and
Yes.
which is something that I feel like we are lacking.
Yes.
The young people today are lacking that edge of challenging the norm.
The
You
norm
know, they
of the
accept
society.
everything, and
Yeah.
I feel like, sorry to say it with to you guys that are the present government, but I
Yes.
feel like a lot is going wrong, and a
Yeah.
lot need to be fixed,
100%.
and no
I
one
fully
is saying
agree.
anything.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong in dancing to Mapiano, to
Yeah.
Kwaito,
Yes.
but we still need to be somehow conscientized.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what we're lacking today.
Yes.
And I'm trying to understand, how then do you decide to go to the Islamic studies?
Yeah.
How were you brought up? Because most of us as black people in the country were brought up as Christians. Yes.
Yeah. And it's also a norm of a society, because it's like when you ask about what political party are you, inherently people will associate with the ANC, whether or not they follow politics.
And if you're older like me, you would
like yourself.
mention a PAC or Azapo once in a while,
Yes.
even if people know you as ANC, but
ANC.
you'd always talk about the black consciousness that you grew up in.
100%.
When you were sitting in a classroom, what is it that you were saying to your next colleague
Yes.
about the freedom that you wanted to achieve, whether being kids or what?
Yes.
It's just different.
Yes, correct.
You would
You want to associate with that. Yeah. So in my career path, of course, yes, in like I said, everything I'm not made me everything I am. Meaning, if you ask any child on the streets, what religion do you follow? Whether or not they understand Christianity, they will say they are Christians.
Yes.
Or when they fill up the CV stubborn or the forms, they will say Christians. However, personally, I come from an Islamic background, family-wise, from how I was nurtured. And then I chose and I took a conscious decision to study and understand who I am, over and above what my parents are orientating me towards. So that's the career path that I took. We took, myself and my other friends, actually. Islam is quite prominent, Kokasi. Islam is prominent in a sense that Muslims played active role in our liberation. Not just outside South Africa, like Tanzania, and people were exiled, Bolivia and the likes. Even Mokasi, they played an active role. If you remember, the first mosque, the fully fledged mosque was in Dlamini.
Yes, I remember.
And just post-apartheid, in early years post-apartheid, it was bombed. It was Dlamini Mosque, it was Midway Station, a railway line called Midway Station, Iso Garage, the one that is next to, the one that is next to Dlamini Mosque. It was bombed by alleged apartheid stalwarts at that time. So Muslims, they played a role. They frustrated the system, Mukasi in particular. This is why Islam, it's one of the religions across the globe, it is not supported in terms of the media, mainstream media. And there's a huge propaganda to dismantle Islam, because they understand the potential of the consciousness that the Muslims have in terms of changing the status quo.
How so?
It's a potential.
Yes, but tell us about that potential.
Yeah. Look, let me...
And what it stands for.
Yeah.
That, you know, the media might not allow it to be there, but...
Yes. Look, as a Muslim first, the first thing that I need to understand, so we have 5 founding principles. We call it 5 pillars to Islam. You worship God, only God, and your entire life is dedicated to God, right? You believe in God.
That's Allah, right?
Allah, yeah.
Yes.
Kimudimu.
Yes.
Ramasedi, Umvelingangi, Unkulunkulu, for those who want to interpret the name. And then you pray 5 daily prayer every day. Every day of your life.
5 times?
5 times, yeah.
Yeah.
Provided you are sane. Yeah, if you are not sane, you have an excuse.
So only one person in this room can qualify apart from you to be a Muslim. That's Eva. You pray 4 times maybe,
10 times.
because she's the
Yeah.
only person that you'd be sitting with her during the day and she says, I need to go pray.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
Luana, you can qualify, not
Oh.
only her. It's a conscious decision.
Nak
that you
shapa
take.
e ya hore ha o bona hore ba tlo bolaya, o God, please help me.
Yeah. No,
She was trying to teach me how to pray.
Is
so-
it? No,
yeah, I'm okay, but
Yeah.
shapa you know, like my
Yes.
songs, mnige all through.
Mnige, yes,
yeah,
still,
so
yeah.
I just say,
Yeah.
God, bless my food.
Yeah.
Amen. You
No,
know.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing because your body and your existence acknowledges God. I always make a simple example of when you're a soccer player and you score a goal, whether you're an atheist or whatever, you'll
Yes.
celebrate. And
Oh, some would even do this quickly.
some will
Yes.
yeah. So
Some would touch
you-
the ground. Some would
100%.
kiss the.
Yes, your existence as a human being acknowledges what God is there. But because our nature as human beings, we revolt by nature. Wawan? So we don't want
No,
to
the
do-
third pillar, don't run away.
the
I'm
third-
trying to
No,
learn.
I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, second one, get prayer, 5 daily prayer. Yeah, until you border,
Yes.
until you die. And then the third one, you fast, ka Ramadan. It's only 1 month out of 12 months. Only 1 month dedicated to you understanding first, fasting itlale health benefits.
I was going to say that
Yeah.
fasting, the most beneficial thing is
Yeah, the
health benefits.
Yeah, because
You are cleansing your body.
You're cleansing your body. You detox your white cells. They are strong, and then you are able to fight other ailments.
Which is something we are not taught.
Yes.
Even though we know there's the Daniel fast, right?
There's a
that
Daniel
happens in January
Yes.
most of the time.
Yes.
For us churchgoers, guys, we
Yeah.
know those things.
Yeah, that's that fasting. And then you also fast, you dedicate your life to God. How do you dedicate? Kore, I get on in Islam we have halal and haram. Haram is forbidden things. Halal is all those that are permitted for you to do.
Okay.
So outside fasting, everything that you are allowed to consume, during Ramadan in fasting, you are not allowed to consume. So we are in Ela, it's your dedication to God. And also understanding the fundamental principle of a person who goes home to bed in an empty stomach. This is what we miss, Ron, as a society. This is why you find Hore, we are faced with mushrooming, informal settlement, crime is mushrooming, and it's at the peak. Because people are going to bed with an empty stomach. Mar once you fastila ke kopana lo ena da ko strateng, I understand when you say you want bread. I understand. I would live in that day understanding for how it feels for you to be waban. And mostly fasting also brings you, it brings the nearness to God. Waban. It brings you closer to God for us as Muslims. And then we have what you call in Christianity the tithe.
Yes, that's the fourth one, right?
That's the fourth pillar.
Yes.
Yeah. But in Islam, we call it a zakah.
Oh, so you do tithe?
We do tithe.
Kazaga.
Yeah.
That's why you call it zaga?
Zakah. Yeah.
Oh,
it was
okay.
Reza kazaga. Yes. But you do it, it's a turnover, annual turnover. You take 2.5% of your annual turnover.
Oh, so it's not 10%?
No, it's not 10%.
Oh, at least.
It's 2.5%.
We can save nyana.
Yeah, you can save.
7.5 nyana. Oh, okay. Yours is 2.5.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And it doesn't come to me and you as a priest
Okay.
or an imam or you call it a maulana. It goes back to the community. You must give. So it's more like a transformation. If you're talking about a transformation agenda, imagine if you have 10 meter in your bank account annually as a turnover, it's a 2.5 of that money, and you give it to the needy. How many of us would have been running businesses today? How many of us would have been empowered? And also because business is not always ethical. Zakah means to purify.
I don't
Arabic.
think you calculated it right. How's 2.5, 10% of?
Yeah, 10 meter.
Uh.
It's about 200, 250.
Yeah, not 2.5.
No, how much 2.5? Yeah, 10 million rands.
Yeah,
It's about 250K.
no, that would be
Okay.
25%.
25%.
Ba tlo re bolaya jono.
Is it?
Ne re tla hantle jono re bua ka 2.5.
Yes,
Wena ba tlo re shapa
calculator
jono.
real quick.
Eh ba tlo nshaya mo jono.
No,
No.
yeah, 10 meter.
Yeah. Am I
Jamal.
correct? 2.5 times 5, it would be 25 times 4.
Okay, 250.
I know I can't read mara. Yeah, 250, not 2.5 million.
Get 250K.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
250K.
Not 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
kind
it's 2.5% of 10 million.
Oh, okay.
And then you have 250K
Oh, yes, you're right.
to
Okay.
give to a needy.
Ah, na kutlwe 2.5 ka bona di million di tsamaya ka re yo.
Yeah. Yeah. So imagine if,
But that's fine.
yeah,
It's understandable.
a layman,
Yes.
right, getting 250, even if it's business orientated, it's a good startup. See, so the purpose also is to purify yourself and your wealth, because business is not ethical. So zakah means you purify. Zakah, tazkiyah, ke Arabic. So how you purify your wealth, you also give to the needy, in case in our dealing go no kill.
Okay.
And something didn't go right. You understand? So that money will atone your wrongdoings
Wow.
when you give someone.
So how long did it take you to do Islamic studies?
It took me 6 years.
What?
Yeah.
And
me 6
sorry,
years.
I don't want to sound disrespectful.
Yeah.
What is the actual purpose of doing that? Do you decide I'm going to learn Islamic studies, or do you get funded? Do you get a scholarship? What happens?
You decide, you get funded, you get scholarship, you get bursaries, you find even individuals who would adopt you and say, I want to send you to school. I want to support your career path. And they do it from their own pockets. That's how they do it. It's unfortunate for this info, we wouldn't know, because the vast majority is Christians in our country. In Africa, I have a friend who he's from Mpumalanga, Witbank. He lives in the streets in Fortsburg, Momife. He went to Saudi Arabia because he was reciting a Quran, and then it was populated on TikTok. The king of Saudi said, I want this man to be my guest.
Wow.
The embassy had to look for him, Bamotola. They prepared his documents. Abashab, he went that side, he was the guest of the king. And he performed his pilgrim in Saudi Arabia. And this is the fifth pillar, the last pillar of Islam. That one, you do it once in your life, based on your affordability. Yazaka, we once
In a year.
in a year. And then this one, you do it once in your life, if you afford to go to Saudi Arabia. So that man, the friend of mine, went there without means. And he was hosted by the king.
Yeah.
You know,
And there the king is the king.
there the king is the king. Yeah,
Yeah, they are
It's
recognized
the
as kings.
serious monarch.
And you can feel it.
Yes, and Kamo Oploma, Leno is a Ploma strating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was the guest of the king. So this is Islam. These are the principles that Islam, and also Islam allows us to be grounded. It allows us to be grounded, inculcated discipline. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke cigarette.
And that's why their bodies are forever that fresh and clean.
Yeah,
But then this is going to be another sensitive one.
yeah.
Do you die as normal people like us, or is your life extended because you don't do those wrong things?
Okay, that's an interesting one. So you die because you are bound to die.
But is your life extended a bit?
You,
So it's one and the same.
it's one and the
Drinking
same.
or not drinking, we are fine.
We are fine. still the same. But however, iutusa to a degree, of course. Discipline.
I'm sure yours is extended a bit. I need to go do a research. You see, if I knew we were going to dig deep in this. No, I'm going to do a research. When we meet again, I'm going to say, you guys live longer.
Not even.
3 years, 4.
Not even. Life expectancy more too. So Rona, we believe hore, you live to die.
Which is true.
Yeah, you live to die. You don't. So you kanabaring. But you live once. Ne?
Yeah. You only live once.
You only live once. Ne? Rona, we say you only die once.
But you're going to come back again.
Living, you might live
forever.
Living, you might live. You might survive death. But when it's time for you to die, you die. There's no second chances about it.
But you do believe on life after death?
Yeah, we believe in life after death.
Okay.
I think those are the founding principles of any religion.
Yeah.
We do believe in life after death.
Okay.
Yeah, we believe in heaven, we believe in hell. And I think that's the pillar of every religion, or that's the pillar of subjugating a human being. Because motokoromo control, you need to either give them love or hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we love them.
Yeah. In fact, when you said you either love them or hate them, I just thought your girlfriend, wife, what, children.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah. So that's what you show for you to control. Because if you omit love and you feel, I won't be loved, or antagonized.
Oh, yes.
So le religion e ufale rato, where no, God loves you.
But the religion allows you to be a politician.
The religion allows me to be a politician. Remember, politics, psychology, sociology, philosophy, anthropology, religion, it's 6 studies of humanities. Country one.
Please just repeat them. You know, today I'm being schooled, yeah?
Yeah.
I had anthropology, I had
psychology, sociology.
Sociology, yes, that's the one. And then?
Philosophy. Politics, religion.
Wow.
Country one. Because
interchangeable.
They are interchangeable. You can't separate. You can't separate. In politics, you need people for you to succeed. In religion, you need people for you to, and you need a narrative that you sell for you for only the congregants. Politics, you need those congregants. I got the red beret, babang bareka religion, whether or not it is religion. I'm just quoting people who are saying, so that's how you see Hore. These things then they are all intertwined. You can't separate the two. So anyone who studied religion, they can survive in politics, they can survive in sociology, and the likes. It's science of humanity. It's a human science. Yeah. So.
Okay. Al Jamal.
Yeah. Al Jamal. It's so. Before
you come back from school, right?
Yeah.
Is Al Jamal already existing, or it's formed?
It is formed right after, I think, or during that period, because I think it's 18
When was
years.
it formed?
It's 18 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, it was during that period. It is 18 years old now. However, of course,
18 years old in South Africa, obviously.
Yeah, in South Africa.
And we only got to know about it when you guys took the main seat, the mayor.
Yeah.
It was.
I get it.
It was not you first, eh?
It was me first.
Oh, it was you first.
Yes, and then Chief Justice Mokoeng. In South Africa, there's only 2 effects. It is the Madiba effect, and it is the Al Jamal effect.
Because of how you guys did it.
Yes, correct.
We'll get there. Okay, I need to understand how Al Jamal got to be, because honestly speaking, we were all surprised.
Yeah.
You guys have got 1 seat.
Yes.
And you become mayors.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But how is it formed? Why is it formed? What are
Al-Jamal.
the intentions?
Okay.
Because the majority of South Africans are not Muslims.
Yes. So every liberation movement in our lifespan,
So they say.
including the ANC.
And they say no one has ever went beyond 100,000.
100%.
And ANC is on 115 or something, right?
Something like that,
Yes.
yes. So
And you can see that there's a lifespan.
it's on a decline.
Yes.
Yeah, in terms of governance,
Yes.
it's on the decline.
Not in governance, voters as well.
Even the voters.
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you scared to say it? Do you still attached to?
I'm not sentimental.
No.
I cannot be sentimental
No,
towards the
but
ANC,
you feel like.
but it's a lifespan.
Yeah, no. Maybe that's where you started. We'll reveal these truths. Don't worry.
Yeah,
One
so-
step at a time.
So our party leader is a Pan-Africanist, PAC.
Oh, yes.
That's where he came from.
That's where I started as well.
That's where you started,
Yes.
and then he moved towards the ANC. But because of the lifespan, if you were to say, I love the ANC, he would tell you he's still a member of the ANC.
Yeah, no.
And we tell
Also,
him, no,
unlike
no.
I put you on the spot,
No,
that somehow
not-
one
not
way or
really.
the other.
No, we tell him, no. We are not children of the ANC, because remember we chose to go on the ballot paper.
Yes.
And by virtue of us choosing to be on the ballot paper, it means we are going to contest the same space
Yes.
of the ANC. But his views are, we need to assist the ANC because ANC is our liberation movement.
I nearly said that. But continue.
Yeah, and I know a whole lot of people will say we are sympathetic to the ANC, but we are transforming and evolving as a party as well, in as much as ANC is a liberation movement. So if you take this glass of water and you pour a drop of urine, this water is contaminated.
Yeah.
You can't drink from this cup of water. So the ANC is now finding itself, they have their own reasons to constitute government, but including ourselves, we find ourselves on the same table as the right wing,
Yeah.
which is quite problematic to an extent.
I was about to ask you whether, would you guys say you are central or you are left or you are right?
We are more left.
Yes, that's how you sound to me.
Yes, we are more left.
And you accept
Yeah.
being part of the right at times, or it's a no-no?
In the GNU construct, I think when we negotiated with the ANC, if we were not the last party that was engaged, I think we were second last, because the ANC Leone always perceives us as Kebarona.
Yeah.
There's that notion
yes.
of Kebarona. Even if
We'll deal with them later.
Yeah.
Let's start with
Let's
the
start with those
difficult ones.
Yeah. So I think, Rona, where we are right now in the GNU, outside the DA, all the left wingers in the GNU, we are sitting at 200 MPs, just on the threshold. And then, of course, the number, I hope Horizon change that thing. The number, the DA sitting on the table now adds towards the 50% plus one in terms of assisting government to push legislation.
Are you talking about national, provincial,
national.
or okay?
Yeah,
yes.
national. In the province,
Not that you guys didn't have a choice. You just chose to go with right. You could
Yeah.
have went with left.
Yeah.
But it's left that you don't like or don't trust.
Not to say we don't trust. It's better for you to sit on the table and represent your constituency on the table, because you go there to take those levers of power to transform the people that you've left behind.
Yeah, yes.
Nobody or no political party in its sound mind that goes into election to sit in the opposition bench, unless
Something is
wrong.
Yeah.
And remember, there's a whole lot of things logistic-wise that you put, and the energies that you put for you to go into elections. So you'd rather sit on the opposition bench and you forfeit the objectives that you want to govern, and why did you participate in elections? Or you sit on the table so that you still have a voice of influence
Yes.
on that particular
So
table.
you decide.
You decide. Wawan.
So you become comfortable sitting with the right for the sake of representing your people.
100%.
So nationally, where are you? Are you part of the GNU?
We are part of the GNU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Provincially?
More province, Gauteng, we don't have representation.
You only have representation in the
city of
region,
Joburg.
municipality, obviously.
Yes, we have 3 councillors.
Yes.
Yeah. At least here, more we are representing government of local unity. At least here in local government, we are all left-wingers.
Yeah. For a change.
For a change.
For a
yes.
change.
Yeah, we are all left-wingers, so our ideologies aligned to a certain degree. And we constituted the removal of the DA right-wing government.
But it must have been tough, eh?
It was
because,
tough.
I mean, we were all surprised watching the extreme left and the extreme right at some point working together, which was the EFF and the DA.
Yes.
And I'm sure it must have taken a lot for you guys to end up saying enough is enough.
Yes. We had constant conversations through mediums, engaging the EFF as well. And they remember EFF prior to us,
Yes.
the EFF never believed what they want to sit in the executive. It's only now,
Yes.
currently. In this
I'm
term.
actually shocked.
Yeah.
Things are changing.
Yeah, so
it's
it
actually
took-
interesting times for politics.
Yeah, it took constant deliberation, persuasion, and we got it right at some point. We got it right.
And when you say persuasion, who's doing that? Do you go as a group or individually, or who goes, or is the majority party?
At the time, the majority party was the ANC, and we only needed the ANC for us to change this thing.
Yeah. And who are you? It's you and who?
It was the minority bloc.
Yeah, but how many? I'm trying to check. It was you, PAC.
It was us,
Azapo?
it was Al Jama, it was AIC.
Oh yeah, AIC, by the
Yeah,
way.
I think the PAC at the time was part of us. The PAC, it was Al Jama, PAC.
AIC,
AIC.
PA maybe?
PA was that side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because PA is confusing. Eh? I sometimes struggle to understand whether,
Yeah.
where they,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Nebalekada.
In fact, you must educate me
Yeah.
on where you think they are, because I don't know whether right, central, what? Central, right? Where are they?
Boneba is or Bagai.
Oh, okay, you are as confused as me.
I
Okay.
was confused. Yeah. So they were that side, the government. They constituted the government. And fortunately, at the time, Lebanon, the kingmaker, the IFP was on the other side.
Yes.
So we pushed, we deliberated. The EFF was not part of the executive. So through mediums, we engaged the EFF. And the message landed to the right people in the EFF. And we constituted the GLU now. If you remember the executive mayor who's sitting now, there was a court case, and then he had to vacate
Yes, I
office,
remember, yes.
you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Ekurileni happened, and then that's how I became the mayor, actually. The Al Jama effect kicked
Yes.
in.
After the Mandela.
Yeah, after Ekurileni, and we said, no, guys.
And we were all shocked.
Yeah. Instead of us taking this thing back to the right, let us bring it closer to home. Let's manage dynamics. Let the EFF find each other with the ANC. When the time is right, we'll have other conversations. So that's how it happened, actually.
Would you say you were a mayoral compromise candidate because you had to balance and stop egos? You had to come in between?
The truth is, in my organization, I campaigned to be the mayor.
Yes, which is fair.
Seriously,
For the
which is
organization,
fair.
it's
Yes.
fair. But
Yes.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
these big shots.
Yeah.
And you are there in the table sitting there. It's like, I'm Thapelo. I know I wanted to be a mayor. And you know,
Yeah.
they gave me a hiding
Yeah.
prior to this discussion.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you didn't dream that, you know, you'd be chosen a mayor. Because looking at the numbers, you're thinking, let me just sit down in this meeting and watch them battle it out.
To be quite honest, we orchestrated this thing. Yeah.
With ANC.
Nobody knows how
with
it happened.
ANC.
With the ANC, yes.
I knew it.
Not necessarily with the ANC. So let me take you a little backward. Remember, we started GNU, not GNU, GLU in the previous term.
Yes.
Of course, it was led by the ANC at the time. So 2021, when 2021 happened, and we had to go to Brixton to vote for the mayor.
Yeah.
And then EFF voted the Democratic Alliance.
I remember.
Go Ekurulen. That's where it started. And we knew, Isan, this thing is vail.
We were all shocked.
Yeah, and however, yeah, Rona, we were never relentless. Organizations were despondent. People lost hope. But we still had faith. No. We can still do this.
Yeah.
And the first biggest mistake that the Democratic Alliance did and government Yabon was to purge black professionals. It started targeting black people.
I think that's when, yes. You remember they started hitting them?
Yes.
Why did they become comfortable or, I don't know.
So bigger organizations were despondent. And that's how we started formulating this core minorities. But no, as Al-Jama or as AIC, you have two councillors there, you have one councillor sitting there. Nobody will take you serious. Let us group ourselves. Let us create this thing in Ebabita minorities. And let's advocate in one voice. And maybe even the media itself will be interested to listen to these people.
Yeah, because AIC was one of those parties that actually shocked us as well. 100%. Because also they didn't have a lot of votes, but somehow they sneaked in.
Yes.
Even in Ekurhuleni. They were kingmakers as well.
Yes. AIC, remember, Keba, they were fighting for demarcations. The KZN border, the Eastern Cape. This plague. Matatiel.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
So the AIC, that's how it got its own popularity at the time.
Because they had to exchange.
They had to exchange, yeah. And
battering.
Even Lemo ballot paper, it was ANC, AIC.
Yeah, which people were saying people made a mistake and they voted AIC thinking
instead
it's ANC.
Yes.
How true is that? I just don't believe. If they tell you go, when you see the president's face.
Yeah.
If you see,
definitely know the president.
You know your president, because once you start saying, no, people were confused, you are basically saying your voters are not as smart as they should be, and which somehow is worrying.
It's a slap to the voters. Yeah, it's a slap.
It's a bit worrying, because we voted for you.
That's where religion aspect is. So we don't question. So yeah, that's just on a lighter note.
Yeah.
So we formed this thing, and then we fought as a unified voice. We orchestrated campaigns outside the ANC. We pushed. There was a pushback. We pushed. There was a pushback, until we got it right. We had to get it right. Nonetheless, we got it right, and everyone followed on the bandwagon, including the ANC.
Yeah.
Of course, we needed the ANC to constitute this thing because they are a bigger caucus, after all. People are still believing in the ANC. We, as parties, also, to a degree, we believe in the ANC because of the experience that they have. And maybe coalitions will stay longer in our country. And if they stay longer in our country, I believe, they say power corrupt, absolute power corrupt, absolutely. Maybe if you diffuse the power at B, you bring coalition construct, you are able to have a broader community looked after. For an example, whether we like it or not, if Nalwana we argue that we want to scrutinize whether the PA Ekagwa or Ekai, I think their model has proven, because their narrative, they are galvanizing support from colored communities.
Yes.
And colored communities, of course, it's one of the communities that was forgotten.
Yeah. And they seem to be loyal.
And they seem to be loyal to the PA.
Yes.
And they're getting it right.
Because that loyal community had deserted the ANC.
Yes.
It went to the DA and then somehow found a home at PA.
Yes, correct.
Would you say AIC also has that little bit of that community?
Maybe ask me if the AIC will come back.
Or
I do not know.
yeah.
But they need to ensure where they go to the grounds and they maximize their campaign. Rona, we still have a leeway and an opportunity as Al Jama, because we are founded on the founding principle, not just the liberation, but also this religious identity. But we are a political platform for all communities. We not only accommodating Muslims.
But the majority of your
majority
voters or members
will
are
come from
Muslim.
Muslims, yes.
Do we have enough Muslims in this country?
We have more than enough Muslims.
How many?
If you look at colored communities alone, my apologies. If you look at colored communities alone, colored communities are very religious.
A lot of them are Muslims, eh?
Correct.
They believe in Islam
100%.
ideologies.
Yes. So it's a colored would know, if a colored person says I'm a Christian, is a practicing Christian in most cases. If they say I'm a Muslim, it's a practicing Muslim. So that community alone, I'm not including Indian group. I'm saying colored alone. So you would split colored communities into two. If the PA gets this much support,
The remainder is yours.
100%.
Are you a
Just in
growing
that.
party, stagnant party, declining party?
We are growing.
Okay.
We are in a trajectory, and we've positioned ourselves as an underdog, slowly growing. We're not in a hurry, because barele potla potla leja pudi.
Yeah. Tell me,
Yeah,
you're obviously Muslim funded.
yeah.
And then, do you expect a Christian to join Al Jama?
Yes. My successor, Thapelo Amad, who came after me,
Yes.
he's a member of our organization. He's not Muslim. I'm not sure whether he's Christian or not, but he practices African belief systems.
Okay.
Yeah, ke motho o tlhabang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have Christians in our political organization. We have people who are coming from African tradition. Of course, we have Muslims. Because when you deal about issues of services, you represent the broader spectrum of the society.
Yes.
And highly pothole leader, it can shift the area because you are a Muslim or a Christian. So once you become inclusive, even how you tailor the responses in terms of services, you'll be more empowered and understanding what this is nothing to do with religion.
How do you convince a Christian, though, that you are more community-based than Muslim-based
We've done,
in terms of service delivery?
yeah, as a party alone, outside government, we've done most of our programs. We do them in indigenous communities. We assist people by knowing what they are in need. Of course, it's our mandate as Muslims
Yes.
to look after the needy.
But somebody might think
Yeah.
it's about votes.
Yeah,
Just like
somebody might think,
sometimes
yes,
there's bread parcels and food parcels that are
something like
taken.
that. Yes, correct.
So you guys don't do it just closer to elections.
No.
It's what happens all through the year.
It is
whenever there's
inherent
something.
in us.
Yes.
Yeah, it is inherent in us. Fortunately, it is inherent in us. You teach your daughter or your son at the age of 3, when you give them a sweet, even if honestly they are peers, when you buy sweets, you buy 2. You don't give them like this. You know, you give it to this one and say, no, give it. So they learn sharing.
So that, yes.
You understand? You inculcate it while they're still young.
It's like teaching a child, thank you and please.
Thank you and please, yes, something like that. So that's how you do it. And when you understand life, then it becomes automated. So Muslims have played a major role in our society, including myself as a young black Muslim. But in politics as well, like I said earlier, we've played a major role, major role. You must make a research on that. There was a sect called Morabitun, and remember, just after 94, there was this trend, Yamachita, when they got to prisons. After they came out from prisons, they would be wearing those things.
Yes, you remember. Yes, yeah. It became fashionable, more especially in Soweto. I don't know other places, but it was.
Yes. So mostly in Soweto, you are correct. So how?
So you conscientized people in jail as well?
Even in jail.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was in college, Ramadan, without failure, for the rest of my life, every year, we used to cook. There was a prison in Adoptile, Bareke Waterval. We would go there. Because banally a special diet. So Ramadan bastragela. We'd go there and support them, give them programs, share the book alebone. So there's something that is interesting. The gang. So in prison, when you are a Muslim, I kid you now, I've never been in prison, but I'm told when you are there, you are protected, because every gang in a little Muslim, and you might find even the leaders of those gangs, some of them are Muslims. So
and the discipline is something else.
Discipline is something else. So Islam became part of a number. Maybe it's a number. Thing, something.
Yes,
this gang thing.
Yes.
Yeah. They were protected.
Like 26,
about 26 years. So there's no gang that would terrorize a Muslim inside prisons.
And why is that?
This is how this thing became popular.
Oh, yes, because then you are conscientized from
conscientized, Gada.
But how important is it for you guys to spread the word of Islam?
It is important. I think going back to the 5 pillars briefly, I will summarize it.
So you feel...
Yeah, going back there. Remember, Rona, God in Islam is not white. And this might come across controversial. If you take a doll, Mpopi, and then you buy your daughter Mpopi of it, and Bahula Kawan in the house, ne? This doll, this child will forever be grateful to this doll because they have a sentimental value. So Habona they see a child that they've nurtured. Of course, you know.
Yeah.
They have attachments. So if my religion says I'm seeing God in a certain race, hakele ko spanning, and this God is abusing me, not God, but this person monangda abuses me, I will always be conscious of this might be my God. You know, it works psychologically.
And you grow with it.
You grow with it. So Rona, we believe none is worthy of worship besides God.
None worship?
None is worthy of worship besides God. A concept of Jesus in Islam, Jesus is a human being just like you and I. And Jesus is a prophet who is disseminating a message of God, who is teaching us about the principle of worship.
And in your case, it's Muhammad.
In our case, it's both Muhammad and Jesus.
Okay.
It's one, we're on the same pedestal.
Yeah, but I'm saying
In Islam,
you don't mention Jesus, you mention Muhammad.
Jesus is mentioned in the Quran more than Muhammad.
Okay.
There's a chapter designated to two generations in the Quran from his.
Somebody stole my
great-parents.
Quran, so I need to get it back.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll get it for you. So
Please.
we also there's a chapter designated to Mary, Virgin Mary, in the Quran. The custodian of Virgin Mary in the Quran when she was an orphan, how she grew up until when Jesus was born. So it's a concept, yeah, religion. I'm using the word concept for a layman, so that when you look at a person who's a Muslim and a person who's a Christian, there's no difference fundamentally.
Yeah.
But the fundamental difference is just Jesus. So Jesus himself says, "Our Father who art in heaven." That's the Lord's Prayer, and he's teaching us, "Hallowed be thy name." Your name, meaning the one who's in heaven.
Yes.
Thy kingdom come. There's only one kingdom. That kingdom is the kingdom of the one in heaven.
Yes.
So he doesn't include himself. He's not embodied in that prayer as Jesus. He acknowledges where there's a superpower.
Yes.
So that's how we see Jesus when we worship God. Going back to politics,
Yeah, no, I get Wanghablisa, so it's okay. I am enjoying.
Yeah, so going back into the politics, so we retained power from the DA, and your question was whether was it accidental or not. No, it wasn't accidental. It was orchestrated. Of course, media still belongs to the right wing, and media often used as a weapon. Maybe when as a public figure, you know what I'm talking about.
I know very well.
You know very well, yeah. It's often used as a weapon. And including the people that you are with, they are able to use that as a weapon.
No, they hit you hard. They
Very.
make you be alone.
100%.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
I always say to people, media actually helped shape me.
Yes.
Because I treat everybody equally, because I can't even say I still have a friend or anybody.
Yes.
You know, everybody that's new to my life, I look at them the same way, because media has made me lose everybody that I thought was trusted next to me.
100%.
You know, because they paid people close to you.
100%.
You know, if they need to deal with you, they'll deal with you. You know, and thanks to podcasts, we can say our stories much better.
It's much better now.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is why when I, upon our commencement, I said, everything I'm not made me everything I am.
Oh, yeah. It keeps coming back.
Yeah, you know who's that, Aker?
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yeah, that's what you said.
And you know his story as well.
Yes.
Then he was isolated.
Up to this day, he's still going through
He's still
ups
going
and
through
downs.
that, yeah. So
He's actually, you know, a hero to most of us that are being sidelined or feel attacked.
Isolated.
Yeah, isolated and you know.
Yeah. So we understand you just need to grow a skin that is thick for you to survive.
Your term as a mayor was short.
Very.
Were you ready, or were you put there to deal with certain politics? Because I find it hard to believe that you were not smart enough to be a mayor. No one can convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
No one. Trust me, no one can convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to reveal it, fine, don't reveal it.
No,
but you are capable of being a mayor.
Yeah.
And I remember I asked this question, you know, one of the politicians, you know, hired somebody. I'm even scared to say because, but you would understand who I might have asked.
Yes.
And he defended you.
Yes, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
Because he knows you. Now I'm getting, you know, a front row seat to witness and understand it.
Yeah. Remember, like I said, if you look at the construct there, Josie, The current mayor, he was the regional secretary of the ANC. And as a regional secretary of the ANC, he later became the chairperson of the ANC. Of course, as parties, we wanted the ANC to lead.
Yes.
Maybe that's where our party leader comes in.
Yeah.
No, the ANC, the ANC must lead.
Yeah.
So when there was a transition, he became the chairperson of the region, and then he came into council. So it's a council operational.
Yeah.
I think. So when he came into council, for us, we believed in him, right? We believed in him, and we said, we want you to come in or assist. And that's how he became that.
Assist or take your rightful position that I was holding for you?
No. Remember, he came in
In
and there
bit
was a
after,
court.
yes,
There was a court. So I'm talking about prior.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Okay,
prior, before
okay.
he became the mayor,
Okay.
the actual mayor.
Yes.
After Renta Palace.
Yes.
Right, yeah. So when he came, it was one of the conversations. We're very close with the executive mayor. I believe it's politics, whether we are close or not currently, it's politics. We have a cordial relationship. We talk every day. So we said, institutionally, he's got institutional memory. He understands. He's been the secretary for 2 terms. Then Leone, he aspired to be the mayor at the time. Of course, we were talking openly, and he became a mayor. That short 1 month, that short period of time. So when court remember Bompoba Matetsiko court, they still use that also as one of their weapons, not just the media.
Yeah.
So Wile Atwa, and then Ekuruleni happened, and the EFF said, no, we're not going to vote any ANC mayor, which was supposed to be executive mayor Dada Morero. And then I personally went to him after the meeting with the minorities, because I was a conflicted party at the time. I went to him, to his house. I said, Major, we have a situation here. We resolved as a minority. And we had a meeting, and this is our proposal. So this thing was orchestrated. It wasn't a coincidence.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yes, hence I said, were you a compromise? Because you could see that thing was well planned.
Yeah, it was orchestrated. I went to him. I sat down with him like this, really the two of us. But I believe perhaps I wasn't his preferred candidate at the time. And he brought his preferred candidate. I wouldn't divulge among his preferred candidate. But we said, but this is a decision. And that decision was ventilated within the structures of the African National Congress. And my name emerged. Obviously, there's lobbying. There's still constant lobbying. My name emerged, and then that's how I became the mayor. My resignation. My resignation, a lot has happened, right? And
is it because of what you posted? No. That happened long after, right?
So like you correctly put, Jorge, imagine we're now only go entertainment industry and you have no one to trust.
Yeah.
But only yourself you can trust.
Yeah.
So what about people who are in politics?
You guys are not trustworthy.
100%.
You're not loyal.
100%.
And there's this motto that you guys use.
Yeah.
There are no permanent enemies. There are no permanent friends.
Yes.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. Because there's a concept.
It makes people be brutal.
It makes them to be brutal.
And how do I then trust you as a voter?
Yeah, because it starts with us. I'm fascinated by, we visited a grave, Avalon, since it's a Women's Month, last weekend, or the week fitiling. It was, I think, Albertina Sisulu, Lemme Helen Joseph. They are buried on the same grave. mara ba tlhokafala at the same time.
Yeah.
But because they were comrades,
Yeah.
you understand? So they had that thing where even when we die, we
Please
must go
keep us together.
keep us together.
Would you guys do it now? Never.
Now, never. Now, never. I want to borrow from Julius in one of his media, I think it was an interview or it was this thing. It was a presser where he says when, I think it was the 10th anniversary EFF,
Yeah,
he was
when
elevated
he
by
rose
this thing.
as
He rose.
the president.
Yeah. And he says, when I was there, Kodimu, and I realized that I'm vulnerable. I'm all by myself.
I think I read about something like,
Yes.
or if not hearing him,
Probably heard him.
yes, I
Yeah,
think he
a
was talking
presser.
about it.
Yeah, but when I was there, I was all by myself. And if there was a sniper who wanted to take me out,
He would have done it.
that was an
Yes, I
opportunity
think I
for
heard
them.
him say that.
I think it was when they had this thing, Lee Floyd.
Now recently, I think
Now
even when the others had to go to MK,
Yes,
you
yes,
know, it was
yeah.
not just about Floyd
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, it wasn't about Floyd alone. So it was a metaphor that teaches us to understand the importance of you as a person above everyone. But in as much as in our legislative role, we need to put the interest of the people ahead of our interests. But you end up finding where you are isolated. And when you are isolated, you are like Julius Malema, Apalameda Kodim, and you find where no, I realize or I don't need anyone. Because if anyone wants to take me out, this is an opportune moment to do that. He also makes a metaphor of Obukaban, Ukaba, Kastrosa, those who went to the initiation school. There's a process before Batwa, Batsasana Melora.
Yeah.
And if Moto Otsasa Melora, your brother, Kamamaraho, if they do not do justice, Otlotola Elesh will be penalized.
Yeah.
Solely because you are dependent on somebody, who's applying that ashes on your back. So your life depends on your brother. That's why Babitana Amakabani,
Yeah.
comrades.
Yes.
But we've omitted that principle.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I mean, when last did you hear that word?
Yeah, we're no longer using it even.
It's gone. And that's what we grew up with.
Yes, Obukaban.
Yes.
Yes. So it's important for us to also understand the importance of building the society together because we can never do it in silos. One thing that apartheid has done great is to create communities that are already disenfranchised. All the townships, if you look at them, it's either a single mother or a single father. There's no a proper family structure. This is why, Rona, we are unable to excel in society. I even created my own concept in the that given a chance, I would do away with a microwave, right? Especially Botaki, especially us as black people. I'll tell you why. Families telling a good structure. They are able to sit together on a table and they eat supper or lunch or breakfast, even if it's once in a week or once in a month, but they will be able to sit there. And if really 10 as siblings and one of us on a problem, we will be able to identify, and if 3 or 4 of us banality means to assist, they will do so. Instead, I get to in the morning, and when I come back later, even when I'm a husband and the father, I'll be told, microwave.
Yeah.
Nobody cares how was my day. I don't care as long as I can go transporting by let's get but like a report, well, you're doing well. It ends there.
Yeah. And that's how we are lately.
Yeah, that's how we are lately. This is why we are unable to crack this maze.
2 more topics that I need to tackle. You are the MMC for community development in the city of Joburg.
Yeah.
And obviously, the last one being the upcoming elections, local elections,
Yes.
where you are contesting as well,
Okay.
contesting for mayor as well.
Not this time
Not
around.
this time around.
Yeah, not this time around.
So the pressure is gone.
It's not gone. I'm building my political career. That's what I told myself. Let me build. Let me create my own narrative.
So I'm sure being an MMC is helping create that narrative.
Being an MMC assists a great deal.
Yes, because I need to get to that
I'm
mayor
getting
one
there.
after.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to get
Oh, but
the community, the
yes.
community development one first.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so
Yeah.
that people get to understand.
Yes.
Even when they say this Al Jama,
Yeah.
they know some of the things that you do, because you might find that people might get confused and still judge Al Jama about the short term being
The
a
mayor
mayor,
or
but not
MMC.
realizing that there's a portfolio that you're handling
Yeah.
that they live with every day, but they're not even aware of it.
Yes.
You
And-
get what I
and
mean?
it's
I live in Joburg.
Yeah.
I took long to know about it.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. You know, when you are at a situation where you've also given up on your government
Yes.
in assisting you in
Yes.
anything that has to do with arts and culture.
Yeah.
And you might find that the word community development on its own might be the wrong word. Why not arts and culture, sport, arts and culture?
Yes.
Because what is under community development?
Okay, what is under community development? Remember, we are centered around a community as community development. So, Renale Sports, Arts and Culture, recreation, facilities, we have stadiums. It's the biggest.
There's a lot
It's the
that you guys
biggest
are
portfolio,
handling.
actually.
But you didn't even have tickets for the match last weekend when Pirates was playing.
No, in fact, I was even saying.
You didn't have tickets, MMC.
In fact, I was even saying, I check Orlando Stadium patetse the rates, because I know my team will lose.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, so it happens. So the stadium say let's make a portfolio ya rona.
Yes. And which is one of the most interesting portfolio for some of us.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and especially the space that you are in also.
Yes.
Creative arts. We are custodians of creative arts as well.
So you've got a lot under your portfolio.
Yes.
Hence community development.
Hence
Because
community
sometimes
development.
it's misleading. When somebody says community development, you're thinking, social development, grants,
Yes.
there, what.
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot of education that needs to happen to the
Yes.
masses of the cultural and creative industries, so that people
Correct.
get to understand what you guys do and what you don't do.
100%.
I mean, if I'm one of those that are like, so
Yeah.
you can imagine how many more. And all we do is point fingers.
Point fingers,
They're not
yes,
doing their work.
yes,
But
yes.
there's a lot of things that you guys are doing that we might not be aware of.
100%. And remember, like I said, we go to government to take the levers of government to transform. So our core mandate is to create access. Waban? And if we're creating access where government is unable to create access alone independently, we bring other stakeholders of the society. We create that access, waban, and then we become a missing link of the society. That link will bring an ordinary person, maybe let's say for argument's sake, corporate sector.
We've always had you guys say that the
Yeah.
only true example we ever saw,
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe because he markets himself too much,
yeah,
is Gayton
yeah,
with the sports.
yes,
He managed to show us that I actually brought corporate here
Yes.
to do this.
yes.
But we never get to see about you guys, or maybe it's because you are one of those that let the work shine.
Not necessarily. So Rona, we will always appreciate people like yourself because you are able to give us that forum or the platform about the great work that we're doing.
I carry, you know, with platforms, the funniest thing is they say, if it's good news, it doesn't sell.
It doesn't say.
Yes, that's why you guys are
Yes.
never given a platform to sell.
Yes.
Just fall now when you leave these stairs, that's front page.
You know, yeah. So we appreciate platforms like yours, and I think often an important person is the one that we least expected to be, and they are right under our nose. So we need to show gratitude.
Thank you.
So when I was in MMC in the previous term, Nekele responsible for development planning. There's a department called development planning. It's a very critical department. I themed the programs taking development planning to the people. I think that, okay, in that department, they're still using that, actually.
What were
It's a
you
legacy.
there as?
Was an MMC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it did like a spatial planning, your spatial design, the application study plan, construction, and
Okay, demand plan.
yes, back in the previous term.
Oh, before we go
In
to
the
community
previous term.
development,
Yeah.
why is it difficult for you guys to approve plans for more than 3 years?
Okay.
We pay everything.
Yeah.
Why is it difficult?
It is difficult because you still find invisible people everywhere.
But why do white people get plans approved faster?
100%.
Because every time I try with a black person or a black
Yeah.
company,
Yeah.
I struggle.
Yeah.
And then you try once with the
With
white
the white
company.
person, yeah.
It doesn't take a year.
That's why there are people who are invisible.
How racist are you guys?
Very.
Yo.
Literally very racist. Because all those townships, they are designed because of the department. Somebody took a pen and paper and they decided for a child, will be poor for the rest of his life. They must take 2 taxis before they get to work. So in planning, we had a campaign, Eniribitsa, taking development planning to the people. And I am the future campaign. Nikibitsa, I am the future. It was focusing more on the youth, right? I think a month ago or 2 months ago, amongst the benefits of that initiative, we also donated the laptops. It was during COVID when this studying from home was prevalent. And a principal from one of the schools, one phone, this program, I just met the parent, and the parent are the laptop, the child is now in 3rd year this year, and the daughter is still using that laptop.
Nice.
So these are the stories that we need to tell to the community. And in this one, we had a Golf for Change initiative. Similar concept.
We are back to community development,
Yeah,
right?
we are back in community development. Similar concept, but in a different packaging. So this one, I take pride. We were able to galvanize support from stakeholders, corporate brands. They got together and we said, golf is one of the expensive sports. And I'm not a golfer.
Yeah.
I can't play golf.
I tried.
The only time I swinged, very first time I was the executive mayor because I was hosting.
You had to open the ceremony, which
Yes.
was at Houghton or
Go
the one
Houghton.
next to
No, the one go
Kensington or something.
The borderline go Ekurhuleni le that thing.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
yes,
kada,
yes.
yeah.
Because I've attended one of those, the international
That
one.
one, yes.
It's a beautiful tournament.
And I did well.
Yes.
I don't know what breaking record yak. Go swing by the way.
I've been there before.
Yeah. So that one. So then this year I decided, Norman, let us take this sporting code and transform these kids. Bring them together in one room. We launched it go Pinville, a country club. And then it played here go Kanaking Stadium Center.
Next to Wanderers.
Wanderers Stadium,
Yes.
yeah. Kana baby tang.
The golf course, is
Yeah.
it green side, green, whatever?
I say green side. Kasel baby tang.
It's Houghton. It's Houghton, the other side.
Ilovo.
Ilovo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the country club. Ibizwan, the golf course.
Yes, that's why I said
Wanderers.
Yes,
Is
the
it?
one here on the highway.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one. Yeah, so we played
You see,
there.
I moved. I moved.
Yeah. We played there. So mainly it was access. When you're talking about the pitch, it's elegant. These children must live and feel it. You give them an experience first. and then they played with people who are already golfers. The forum was meant to create network so that you can talk about your challenges and what do you aspire to be. And we wanted these corporate guys to incubate these kids, adopt them, take them for a period of time, Baba incubate.
And I'm sitting here, guys, he's saying, Nyamozwa is talking about golf, but I'm not interested in golf.
Yeah.
I believe that the most interesting thing for South Africa that we can actually export fast, if it's not sports,
Yeah.
it's our culture in terms of dance, in terms of music. I can see it with Black Coffee, with Shimza, I can see it with musicians, Waffles, and they've been great dancers and great producers. But how do I get into that space?
Yeah.
What stories do you have for such kids that can be inspired that living in Joburg, these are the opportunities I can get through the community development?
100%. And it's a good thing that I'm talking to you. And I am saying to the public and the kids in Soweto.
Yeah, even these ones. That's why I wanted
and
us
those
to
ones
talk
that are
about
here
them before
also.
they leave, because they don't want to miss taxis.
Yeah. First and foremost, as government, I look at you as a catalyst. You are an engine for change. This is why we have these kids here.
Yes.
Rona, what we need to do and ensure the legacy continues. I think the creative industry, South Africa, you did well when a generation
Yes.
right?
And we were
Yeah,
lucky.
triple
We were
nine.
not
We were lucky.
dependent on government.
On government, yes.
We just worked hard.
Yes,
But
correct.
these days, there's this
The
dependency.
dependency syndrome.
Yeah.
Wawan.
And you guys have to deal with it, whether you like it or not.
True.
Yes.
But we need to get the catalysts like yourselves, put them in one room. What is it that you can do? After Kwaito, our heritage in terms of this genre, I think amapiano.
Yes.
Amapiano lone startile in a back room.
Same way.
Same way
Yes.
as Kwaito.
Yes.
It's startile there. And it's revolution and
Yeah.
evolution. It evolved, music evolved to amapiano. Mara, today amapiano is celebrated in Nigeria.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
In fact, Nigerians
They do
were
it
even
better than
smart
us.
because
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
I said that to somebody and they were offended. I said, Nigerians are actually doing Amapiano better than us.
They
And
do
they
it
said,
better
why?
than
And I
us.
said, they're the ones actually
Yes.
selling Amapiano than we do.
Yes.
We don't realize what we have.
100%.
And in no time, it will be regarded as a Nigerian sound,
It
whether
will
we
be.
like it or not, because
Yes.
they saw it,
Yeah.
whether it's through corporate or through those musicians or through their government,
Yeah.
they invested in it.
Correct. That's the word that I wanted to come to. They invested in it, not as individuals, alongside the government.
Yeah.
Hollywood, it's government. If you look at every movie that is there,
The flag is there.
the flag is there. It wants a patriotism.
Whether you like it or
Whether
not,
you like it or
there's-
not.
it's like
Yeah.
there's a rule in,
Yes.
in the US that
Yeah.
we have to see that flag.
100%.
Whether we see it in a shoddy place or whatever,
Yeah.
but that flag
But
is
it
going
must
to
be
happen.
there.
Yes.
You know? If it's not Motorola of your generation, it will be an
Yeah.
iPhone.
Nokia.
Yes, you know, it will be an iPhone displayed in a music video or a movie or so. And they are deliberated. They will make sure you see this is a Motorola phone.
Yeah.
Because it's our product.
They find a way
They find a way.
Yeah.
Wabona?
for you to read that product.
Yes. So Rona, as government, Rona, that's our area of development. We need to talk to our stakeholders and say, let us take pride where there's a contribution. Simple thing as our soccer facilities, your stadiums. You'll never see a banner airing City of Joburg. Wabona? Never.
You guys are making a big mistake.
It's a big mistake.
Yo,
We
you
just
just
came-
made me aware of something, eh?
Yeah, you'll never
I
see.
mean,
It's only corporate.
I watch
that is
football
there.
more than any other thing.
Yes. Rugby, the
You go
biggest
to
rugby, no?
Dobsonville Stadium, doesn't show that it's yours.
Nothing.
You go to Orlando,
Yeah. It doesn't show.
I in fact remember that I saw Amstel and I was checking.
Yes.
Obviously, it's called Amstel Arena. They're sponsoring. I
Yeah.
used to see McDonald's. I can point out the things I see all the time.
Yes.
And then you go to FNB Stadium that you guys own.
Yes.
And it's under you.
It's under me.
Wow.
And you'll never see it. The derby will play without you seeing a city banner, because we are not patriotic in nature.
Or we are patriotic, we are not smart.
Or we are
Because
patriotic,
sometimes
we're
you
not
can
smart.
be patriotic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to say, yo, Chile, South Africa, Sierra.
Yes.
But you forget that there has to be the marketing element.
There has to be a marketing element. Because if we'll Oshaba COJ, City of Joburg alone, we don't have anything tangible that can attract tourism or family tourism. But we have facilities like your Joburg Zoo.
What's this park where you normally do the Arts Alive thing? Next to the Joburg Zoo? Just across?
Zoo Lake.
Zoo Lake.
Your Zoo Lake.
I mean, Zoo Lake only happens when White's got some sponsors somewhere and they put up an event.
100%.
The only other time I would see it during Arts Alive, I don't know if you still do the jazz
We
thing.
still do it.
Yeah, but it's quiet.
It's
In
very
fact,
quiet.
if I want to do an event, I would think of Ekurhuleni or Tshwane. I would start thinking about Gilulis, or because also it's accessibility.
Accessibility.
Oh, you spoke about that.
I spoke about
Yes,
it. Yes. It's important for us to create that accessibility. So our campaign, or my
Let me
campaign-
embarrass you again why I'm serious about this thing and I'm intentional.
Yeah,
The Legend Awards.
yeah.
Who's sponsoring us, guys? Is it not State Theatre? We tried Joburg Theatre for 5 years,
Yeah,
but we're doing a product that belongs to Joburg.
because they theatre.
Wow.
And look, I'm not gonna say I'll sit here being embarrassed. There are events that I myself I'll have to follow. But 999 in Ali Makida ko kana king the race ko Durban July.
Yeah.
And then I run.
You go-
You know, I go to Durban.
But you
The
couldn't do it
economy-
here.
Exactly.
And Terfontaine is under you, right?
Terfontaine-
No, I'm not saying,
it's
I'm saying
private.
under Joburg.
It's under Joburg.
Yes, but I'm saying under Joburg. When I
100%.
say you, not
Yeah.
Joburg, it's
Yeah.
privately owned.
It's privately
Yes,
owned,
But
yes.
I'm saying
100%. We have stakeholders that are capable. We just need to be in one room, box each other, have a dialogue, with an intention to transform our people.
But wouldn't you also say that that is caused by this political chess game that you guys play, where you distribute portfolios to each other without even realizing who's passionate about what? Because tomorrow you can wake up and you are juggled, you are put somewhere there, and you see you've got this beautiful vision,
Yeah.
but because of politics, you can be moved to another portfolio.
Politics, they play a role in...
And you guys are toothless because you struggle to tell, to leave your legacies with your administrators.
Yeah.
Not that you need to fight with them,
Yeah.
because those are people I'm scared of.
Yeah.
I'm more scared of the administrators than your
Than
politicians.
politicians, yes.
Because with you, we know tomorrow you're gone.
Yeah, those ones are implementers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think currently I have a very good relationship with the officials. Personally, I do. I don't have a problem with anyone. That's why I'm willing to say, let us go to the people. Let's hear them out. If there are possibilities, we'll definitely assist. You know, on Friday we have. So you see how strategic we are positioning ourselves. It was youth initiative. Now we are focusing on women. That's another segment of our
Women's Month.
society. Yeah, that's another segment of our society that we've omitted and sidelined. Now, because it's Women's Month, as the department, we celebrate Ms. Sophie de Brain. She's the only woman.
Somebody told me about it.
Yeah, something
Was
like
it?
that.
Yeah, somebody told me about it, yes.
That's our other legacy that we need to push as a narrative. This month we mark 70th anniversary since they took it up to the street to fight the Dompas and to fight social injustices. and to fight for access as black women in the society, in the mainstream society, in the corridors of the freedom, the corridors of the economy.
And she's the only one left
She's the
alive,
only
right?
one left
Yes.
for Nano. And then we sat down with the team. We said, no, man, let us give her flowers while she can still smell them.
That's good.
So on Friday, we're having brunch with her around 10, 11. But because it's the 70th anniversary, we want her to share that moment with 70 women
Nice.
of society. Hybrid model, those who've made it in our society, and an ordinary child who can sit there and they can share.
Where's
their
the
visions.
event?
It will take place at Joburg Theatre on Friday, this coming Friday, after tomorrow. Today,
I think it's Matsejo that told me about it, man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm also extending this to your wife, the invitation.
No, I don't have a wife, yo.
Not anymore. Or your spouse. Your spouse.
Or somebody,
Somebody, yes, your spouse, yes. Before go to yeah, no, your spouse, yeah. Or your partner. I get a partner. So
Yeah, rather use those
the
words.
partner,
Hey,
yes,
hey,
the partner.
hey, this man.
when I you'll choose, fella.
Yeah.
So we extend that invitation as well. They can share. You know, women also are a very important pillar of our society, and some of us, we are who we are because of their support. And
They are our
because
mothers.
they are
our
hiding
sisters,
somewhere in
yeah.
shadows, you know. They are hiding somewhere in shadows, and they make sure how to
Yeah.
yeah. So we want to theme this around Mesophytic brain, and it's first of its kind. It has never happened. No metro has ever celebrated her.
Come to think of it.
Yeah, no metro has ever celebrated her. And it's not a party-related thing. The plight
It's
of
the
our
human
people.
she is. Yes.
Yes, the plight of our people go beyond party colors. This is why we are saying, let us take this opportune moment with both hands and run with it. Maybe one of the girl child will be transformed coming from that particular interaction. Because we want to bring all influential women, both corporate and entertainment or recreation, and kids that can, from high school, kids that can come from varsities. Put them in one room, let them have dialogue. We don't know what were their vision. And she's the only person who can articulate.
Is she not the one on your t-shirt?
Oh, this one is my other role model. It's offenders.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it's offenders to metro.
Hey, now you want me to get into another topic. I'll come to the offender story.
Yeah.
Let's finish this one. Because there's a lot to talk to you about, though.
Yeah.
This is not right. There must be a part two.
I will share offenders upon the conclusion.
Yes, Harakwal.
Yeah. So we're saying, me Sophie de Brain, they had a vision, they had an objective. Are we living towards that vision? This generation, Yaron, are we? She must be there. She must tell us if whether or not we are living that vision, if whether or not the baton that they are handing over, is it going to the right? Remember, it's all about conscientizing these kids.
So that they understand and they know the history.
Yes, so that they can also appreciate the little that they have. Appreciate
and understand
life.
who created
100%.
some of these opportunities.
Yes, so that the thing that we're talking about, dependence as well. They are able to go out and say, but if they did it, we can still do it. It is the system. It's not when you talk about government, you talk about institutions. You're
It's
not talking
actually
about
easier now
a
to
person.
do it, because then you would be shot and killed.
100%.
Now it's easier.
It's
you can
easier.
actually raise your voice.
Yes. You can take a phone fella, create content.
Yeah.
You
and
can
tell your
generate
story.
income.
Yes.
You can tell your story, you can generate income, So there's a lot that we can learn from these predecessors. And because they are our mothers, you know, I appreciate Batu Babomme a lot. And taking it from my own mother, I believe Hore, I always ask myself when I was young, when I was a toddler, I used to cry, you know. She used to have sleepless nights. She used to sacrifice a lot for me. And I think it has to reciprocate. We must give back to them. Whether we have current living mothers or if some of our mothers
Is media allowed? Are we allowed to come cover the event?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You are. And would appreciate if you do cover the event.
No, we will definitely be there.
Yeah.
And we were trying to talk about the elections, and you mentioned something about you not contesting but building up a
My
certain
profile.
career. Yes.
Yes. So I'm not contesting as the mayor currently. I want to assist the party to grow as well.
So you're not even contesting a ward?
I might contest the ward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys have not yet announced?
We've not yet announced.
Oh, so can we save the best for last and wait for those things first and then we talk again, or should we just...
We can just talk, and then when
closer to...
When they resurfaces, we can still come back for a second.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
session.
what do you guys promise our communities as Al Jama?
We do not promise. We want to say we have a track record as the party. Our campaign was tipping the scale to create access. That was our 2021 campaign.
Isn't it not too serious and confusing for a layman like me? Tipping the scale?
Tipping the scale to create access means Wamiti Lady Justice. Lady Justice, every Emlemia court or something. When I let this woman, she's blindfolded, what's a scale. She's called Lady Justice.
Why?
So this, it's a symbol for a life.
So tell me the story about Lady Justice.
I think I said the Hawks, but public protector, public protector, her logo, her emblem in a Lady Justice.
Oh, you're talking about that logo.
That logo.
Oh, yes. Okay. I thought you were talking about somebody who calls themselves Lady Justice, and I'm thinking, where do I live? Okay, yes, yeah, so I know the logo, yes.
That person is called Lady Justice. So she's carrying a scale. And because she represents justice, I get.
Oh, yes.
Or the court system. Ne? Now she's blindfolded.
Yes.
I get. And then if you infringe upon my rights, whether or not you have merits of infringing on my rights, depending on the influence that I have, sometimes the court can rule against you. So that's what Lady Justice represents in an actual fact, because she's blindfolded. So it means that there's no justice in our justice system. So Rona, when we packaged our message, we said we are tipping a scale to create access. Conventionally or traditionally, in a scale of 2, a bigger organization is the one that will have more weight. But Rona, as small as we are, we were able to tip that scale.
Now it makes sense.
That's why we became the mayors.
The Mandelas.
On a serious note, you must check our 2021 campaign. That was tipping the scale to create access.
And when is the manifesto out?
We'll communicate in due course.
Yes.
The party leader is still working on it. I will share that information with you. Yeah. So Rona, we've tipped that scale, and every office that we represented, it created access. And so these are the programs we are starting them from grassroots to create that access. And we believe if you live in an ocean or in a seashore, and honali fish etwang from the sea, like the water is throwing the fish outside the sea, you take that one fish and then you throw it back, and then etwala life ya yone back. Only that fish. You don't know what wonders can it do, Kamakar. So it's life. If I'm able to take one child, I change their lives, they become somebody in the society, that thing, it's a ripple effect. Many more generations will be changed because of this one person.
So you're only having one portfolio at the moment in the city of Joburg,
Currently, we
right?
have one portfolio, yes.
And then from your own assessment as Al Jamal, what is it that you see wrong in our municipality?
Access to
Access.
opportunities, yeah. This is why your initiative went to the State Theatre, because there's no access. Other service delivery related access, they are inherent because you can't, it is a constitutional right of any government to give people water. So when you open up the tap, that is access to that water. So
What
it's service delivery, remember.
What do you think of Mam Helen Zille exposing such things publicly?
It's a rhetoric. To be honest with you, it's just a rhetoric. Mam Helen Zille is governing Cape Town. She's not doing well in Cape Town. And she's not...
Do we get to know that she's not doing well? Who's exposing that?
Yes, I'm always...
Because whenever I sit here with people, they say there's a problem in Cape Town.
Yeah.
But how do we see it?
Yeah.
If she says there's a problem in Joburg,
Yeah.
she goes and get in.
As we madam.
Yeah.
So, who owns the narrative controls the minds. Two things they are lacking with us. And I'm always saying this. I might have said it at stadium where you don't see even a city logo. It's communications. Those are basic things. These right-wingers, you look at people like Donald Trump, they control both Twitter, they control all those media outlets, mainstream media outlets.
But they don't stop you from controlling those things, eh?
They don't. This is why Renalibo TikTok, Renalibo WhatsApp, we just need to think outside the box and say, let us control our own narrative. Mari, we got to a space where everyone is doing their own things. That microwave, remember, it starts there, kolapeng. So if I don't care about my siblings, I wouldn't care about the next person that I meet on the streets. So Helen Zille, the only thing that she has identified, and she's doing very greatly, she identified a gap to control a narrative. That's what she's doing. Because she can swim however much she wants. It means nothing.
Why do you say it
Even
means
if
nothing?
it
And
means-
I'm asking all these questions because I feel like she's taken for granted. And come the elections,
Yeah.
you might all be shocked because all politicians say the same things.
Yeah.
But the people on the ground are saying the opposite of what you guys are saying.
Yeah. Look, the DA is very strategic and they are very intentional. And it doesn't mean when Helen take the levers of power, there would be fundamental changes. There won't be fundamental changes. And maybe certain things that she'll be doing and she'll be shining. First is that niche media. She'll be using that to articulate. It's very important, that part of media. And then two, she might have a support from the corporate sector. That is the truth. Because so people who are funding you, in any business, you fund based on the ROIs.
Yeah.
So obviously, the institutions that are backing her up is the ones that have a muscle. But what is important, and it's for us to even identify, the DA is for Western Cape. Ne? And the DA e batla go tshwara city of Tshwane.
They want the metros.
They want the metros, but
At some point they had Mandela Bay, right?
they had Mandela Bay, yes. But city of Daiding that's where the state security is. Tshwane, that's where the state security is, because parliament is there. go Western Cape, and then Kai ke administrative wing ya parliament, where the ministers live. So you control you control the whole country. But once they come,
And they're intentional about
they are
it.
very intentional. Rona relaxi like because Rona we are focusing on ourselves. Once they get it right, the country is gone. And we might even assume hore they don't see eye to eye le Herman Mashaba. Herman Mashaba is a brainchild at DA. For now, Bamotware seat as a custodian. But when they take Joe back, it's easy for them to take Tshwane. Because whatever that happens in Joe's will influence what's happening in Tshwane. And they have full control of the entire country. They don't have to run government to go national. They can run it at the municipality.
But Action SA at the moment is
Action SA
in Tshwane, they are with you guys.
Yeah, they are with us. But you can't bank on Action SA because you must understand their founding principle, Ekada. So
how difficult is it to dealing with coalitions or whatever you call them? Because one day you call them coalitions, sometimes you call them compromise. What do you call what's happening now?
it's called coalitions, or it's a compromise because there's no outright majority.
And there's no, do you guys sign and say this is how we're going to operate, or?
Redula so.
Yes, and then you just go and vote.
Yeah.
Why are you scared to sign?
I don't have a reason or why are we scared to sign.
Because if you guys believe in what you're saying and you trust each other, you need to put it on the dotted line.
100%. I think
But you're not doing that.
That will also create stability if there isn't stability.
Don't you think that's the reason we don't trust politicians?
Exactly, because I think that approach is wrong. It's something that has to be revisited.
Because how do you trust people that just gather around and say, we're going to vote you, tomorrow you're the mayor?
Yeah, so we have guiding documents. We have mayoral priorities as people that are in a coalition to say, since we vote you as the mayor, these are mayoral priorities. We sit around the table and all the manifestos will be brought or will be centralized. We believe in principle. Our signature is it's a principle to say because we are all left-wingers, we can agree to disagree on principle, on issues of principle. So I think maybe also coalitions have tested our constitutional democracy. Our constitutional democracy has proven it's working because a voter can go and vote for the party of their choice. And once they do that, this is where the ANC can still survive. Because if people do not want to vote the ANC and they don't want to vote the DA, voting has to happen nonetheless.
I was about to get there, that people are disappointed and they don't believe in voting anymore. And others will still vote, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But then, what would you say that would convince people to still go and vote, even if they're not voting for those alternatives?
Look, it's democracy. People need to vote. If you do not vote, it's a protest vote. Once you protest ka vote ya gago, nna ke le Thapelo Amad, I'm voting Al-Jama, and then I decide gore no ke kwatetse Al-Jama for some odd reason. I don't want to vote for Al-Jama anymore. I'll stay at home. Al-Jama will drop in numbers, and whatever that I want them to represent me on, I won't achieve it. So rather take that vote, give it to a party that you want to entrust so that your voice can be heard. When I was talking about water and the tap, I was intentional because in local government, we are implementers. We implement change, we implement services. So how do you interact with government? When you wake up in the morning, you want to wash your hands, you want to do ablution, you open your tap, there's water. You've already interacted with your government. If there's no water, it means your government is not working. Wabona? Of course, we appreciate our challenges as government because of financial constraints. And the truth that needs to be told, this is another truth that needs to be told. Our government and coalitions, the challenges that we have and coalitions, or in coalitions, they started only in Joburg, they started only when the DA took power. And if you are in business and your cost implication, it's above your revenue stream, that is financial mismanagement. And if your costs, you're focusing on taking people to the courts, purging people, service delivery is getting affected. You are no longer collecting. You have this other organization that tells you, you are our mayor, you must put informal settlements, mikukuda kokasi, and you put more strain into other services. If usakinyi mikuku, then we remove you as the mayor. Remember, this challenge started Kanaka Hemin Mashaba, and it's important for us to appreciate and say and tell it as it is. And it was the DA-led government. The challenges that we're having today in the city of Joburg, the challenges are Democratic Alliance, because they lacked leadership at the time. You go N12, Kimikuku, or your Free State, Dida Blom, N1, Kimikuku, all over. Those people are feeding into our services. They go to our clinics. They use our water. You must cover their sanitation. You must send a truck that cleans that chemical toilet every day. It costs longer than unnecessary. So it has placed a burden. They must get electricity. So it's about, and I've never known only single wire can supply electricity. But people from Mozambique has proven you don't need 3 wires, red, yellow, and blue.
Sure.
It's only a single wire that supplies electricity. If you go to those informal settlements, you see those things happening. It's another burden. So the city alone is unable to generate revenue. Because the increase it, then you can't. This is why we have financial constraints in the city. So we need to curb things that are a potential threat to us providing the services. And once we close that gap, we'll be able to move and sail. And we'll be able to say, and we nurture this talent that we have.
Yeah, no, I think that's another thing we need to engage on.
Yeah.
I didn't see the photo properly, and you said I must leave it to the last question, and you spoke about Zafendas.
Yeah,
and I keep asking myself every day whether Zafendas was a hero or not a hero, and so he did what he did, but I need to be educated by you so that I get to understand why you idolize him.
I think those who know him, but he was insane.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what confuses me.
Yeah, those
But then why would you say he's insane when he knew what his intentions were?
Whoever controls the narrative controls the minds.
Because up to today,
yeah,
I struggle to understand why it is said he was insane.
Yes.
When he did that brave
move.
Yes.
So Zafendas represents, he's a custodian of dismantling a structure of apartheid. Verwoerd represents apartheid. So when you talk about all the social ills and the suffering of a black child in South Africa, it was orchestrated by Verwoerd. He's a custodian. Zafendas took it upon himself to kill Verwoerd.
Single-handedly?
Single-handedly. And we believe he didn't just kill Verwoerd, those who believe in Zafendas, but he killed apartheid. So, remember he used the knife, he stabbed him, and he got arrested. And they sat down on the table and said, if we imprison this person, two things is going to happen. He's going to reincarnate. Many people are going to look up to him as a hero. He's going to so the revolution is going to brew, and the people are going to revolt. This is the second thing against us. Instead, what should we do? And they agreed, no. Let's not take him into prison. Let's hold him in a mental hospital. And then we declare him insane. So they put him go mental hospital, and he was declared insane. So that a person like me who looks upon him,
See him in person.
so I can't be, I can't walk on his footsteps. So that's how they were able to control that narrative. The same way Kanye West would transform and evolve as a person. You spoke about it. Luena yourself, you had similar experiences as an individual. So this is why we appreciate people who contribute, whether or not with insanity, even if nahlanya, but he did the right cause. Nahlanya the right direction. He didn't kill other people, but innocent. He was able to identify Kabohlanya, no, there's a problem there. And
he went for the custodian of apartheid.
He dealt with the problem right there and there. Yeah, as mad as he is. So that's the summary about its offenders.
Thapelo Amad, thank you. I feel like we can talk for the next 7 days. I learned a lot today, and I really appreciate your time.
I'm truly humbled. And
ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah, you want to say the last words?
No. Thanks to everyone, your viewers at home. I hope in due course we'll learn from each other and we'll exchange notes. And our department is open. We are Coach Jorison, 66. Coach Jorison, 66. Coach Jorison, 66. So where we can assist, we will definitely assist. Where we can get stakeholders of the society to also come on board, we'll definitely do so.
That's the part I liked, because sometimes we don't want to be dependent on government.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Thapelo Amad.
Amad.